to be there for me. When you said, hey, unless you're dead or in the hospital, that has so much to do with
Otherwise, you don't have no other excuse.
But is that loyalty or is that just being a supportive friend though?
I don't know. That's why I said, what does it
I
mean
have
to you?
people that I can depend on,
Mm-hmm.
but my gauge of them being quote unquote loyal to me is totally different. And when we were talking about the traits of zodiac signs, for Scorpios, we are very loyal
Y'all
to
don't care about
we don't,
loyal.
and we don't.
Yeah.
So my circle of friends that I have, there's a combination of things that make me loyal to them and make them loyal to me.
So what is that?
But it's you know, the onset of the relationship, the development of the relationship, the things that we've gone through in that relationship. Like my loyalty comes in when I know that you've seen me at my most vulnerable, my most low, you've seen me at my high. You know the most intimate things about me that other people don't. That you know that if shit hits the fan, just like you said, I think that falls into it. But I also have a set of people that are close to me. That although I can, I have a good relationship with them and I know that they'll be there for me if I need something, I don't put that parameter on them by putting that loyalty marker on them.
I agree. So
that's why I'm like,
certain people,
there are
right?
certain people.
I agree.
Right.
So, but there's still a place, are you saying, would you admit that there's still certain people you have an expectation to be loyal to you in that relationship and vice versa?
Right, but I think I've had some experiences where I've had to kind of let that go. Yeah. Whereas I feel like I've been more loyal to someone than they've been to me. And it was because those were my standards of loyalty.
And sometimes it has a lot to do with capacity.
Right.
What does that mean?
Meaning that some people can be loyal to you until their capacity of handling you. You understand? Like, so say if, my personal experience was I had a friend who was extremely loyal to me. But the moment that I got on national TV, that loyalty kind of like shifted because they can only handle the capacity of me being just a regular person.
So that's their issue with loyalty, right? So that's
and that's what I was saying. Like it's advanced. Like I'm not. So, and the perfect example would be I'm not sure huggy, rub your arm. I'm not that friend to you. When you need somebody that's gonna ride or die with you, you better pick up the phone and call me. But I'm not your cushy. I'm gonna hold your hand. I'm gonna kiss you, hug you every time. No, I definitely.
So we all define loyalty differently.
Right? If you're loyal to me, you respect my decisions. And even still now, I have to kind of not. I want to say that sometimes mentally I'm like, okay, don't do this because she's not going to be okay with that. She's not going to like that. And then the other side of me is like, we're grown and I can't be selfish to the fact that she's not aware that these things go on. She's just not a part of it.
So are you saying that even though the friendship, it sounds like that's friendship type.
It's friendship, but friendship is loyalty. I feel like you can't, I feel like they're 2 and 2 a little bit.
I think they're two different things.
They're
different.
They're different, but at the same time.
Because I have some friends that I would put into the loyalty
at all.
You guys,
how can they be your friends if they not
but that's what I'm saying. Right. I feel like they are different. Right.
You associate.
I rock with you. They're different. That's what I was
Like
I'm loyal. If I had a job, I was loyal to my old job. I was loyal because I loved my job. It was fun. But if I had to choose my team and my job, I'm choosing my friends. Because
So then that means you wasn't loyal.
You weren't loyal to the
No,
job.
it doesn't mean that. Because I'm going to show up and do my part.
I think
But
job loyalty
loyalty-
and friendship loyalty is totally different.
Okay, so Kim, what were you
So
saying?
loyalty is one word. Loyalty is loyalty, period.
Yeah, so Kim, what were you saying about loyalty?
My thing is, my friends, I genuinely call you my friend. You are my friend. You are loyal to me. Okay. Now, if you are like, I know you, we kick it like we cool.
We're an associate.
Right. You know
So
what
I
I
think
mean? My friends, when I call you my friend, my circle is small.
And so that's your definition.
That's
but
my
that
definition.
may not be their definition.
That's what I'm saying. That's my definition.
Okay, let's
I
have
have
Marina.
someone in my inner circle, and I know that they are not my friend.
You know that.
Wait,
Wait, let her
Okay.
Let her
And I
share.
know
They
that and I know that they don't have my best interest at heart, really. But because I'm a loyal person, it doesn't matter what they're doing or what they're not going to do. I'm still going to be loyal to them. There are certain things that I'm not going to do, that I'm not going to say, that I'm not going to, you know what I mean? Because
So that's
I'm a
integrity.
loyal-
Hey.
But is that like keeping your enemies close? Is that like that situation?
She
Because
didn't say they were enemies, right?
you gotta be an enemy.
No,
if
if
you're
you're
not
not
loyal,
loyal,
and if you don't have my best interest, you're an
You're
enemy.
not my friend.
Okay, so Shay, what were you gonna say?
You're the enemy.
Okay, so it sounds like.
and I still.
But she
rock with
said
her.
she's in my circle.
Everybody's not
She's in my
friend.
circle, but I know that she doesn't have my best interest.
Okay, so the question
That's an enemy.
That's not people that are in my circle that
That's
don't
not-
have my best interest at heart. But that
I don't understand how does that work.
because
The way my life is set up,
and it depends on how your social circles work.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Okay, so there we go.
When your social circle-
I ain't there yet.
Yeah, and I was and what I just said to
But I
Jay
think-
was I think it comes with age and maturity also. And that's not to discount, the fact that there are some of us in the room that may be older. I think it comes with experience because there are certain people that are in my social circles that we interact.
I was gonna
I mean,
say-
y'all be like, Tim, can you explain to me, like, when in your social circle, is that like y'all just, when y'all outside, y'all you could still, to have that conversation with them and stuff like that, but like, now, when you leave that circle, do you still call this person, and you know what I mean, like,
I think there's a variety. I think
you know what I'm saying, like, because I can hang out with you, I can hang out with you, but I feel like,
hang with a mixed
She's not the person that I'm not.
that's what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so that's what I mean. Isn't there a situation when, let's go back to when we were in school, right? When we were in school, I'm talking young, right? I'm talking grade school, high school. You had your seatmate, person sat next to you. You borrowed pencils, you borrowed paper. You may have even sat next to each other at lunch. But that's the only time you saw that person in school. When you went home, I grew up in Brooklyn. I didn't see the same people I was in school with that I saw on my block or in my building. Now, those people that saw me get up in the morning, they knew what I looked like when I was running to the store. They knew what I looked like when my mother and father was cussing me out, or I was about to get my ass whooped, or I was on punishment. You know what I mean? They saw more intimate moments for me. So that, there was an expectation. So growing up, if you was on my block, and I know my Aunt Paula said she could relate to that, but if you were growing up on my block and let some shit jump off at school, that was loyalty, and you was going up to the school with me, and it wasn't a question, and vice versa. So that's what I mean about circles. There was the school circle, there was the neighborhood block circle, and as we've been evolved, I'm thinking like in New York, I got to be a certain age, I love to go to the clubs. So then I had my club circle, those that I would kick it with, we meet up. Hey, you're gonna be there, I'm gonna be there, okay, let's meet up. And that's the only time I saw you. Was when we were on the
At a
club.
certain point.
So I think it's about your circles and expectations within those circles.
I mean, I agree with that because I was definitely someone who, I have multiple sets of friends.
Okay.
But as I get older, and as I'm evolving, and as I'm trying to get on a common ground, I need everybody. We need to be praying for the same thing.
You want everybody on the same page.
We have to, because if you working against me, listen, T.D. Jakes and Oprah had a conversation, and he said, we all on a paddle boat. And if you paddling against where we going, I need you off.
But that's a different thing, right? I don't
think
say
that's
that.
different.
No, but I'm saying the girl
I can
that
tolerate somebody's existence and acknowledge your presence in the common ground. You know the industry that I'm in,
but I get
and I will
that.
respect your existence.
I
but
get
as far as being intimate with me,
But
and
everybody's
being
not
deep-
invited into my paddle boat.
Oh no!
And
So
that's-
what I'm saying is that that's a difference. There are certain people, when you were on my block, 315 Fountain, You were on a fucking paddle boat.
Yeah.
Like that person I was talking about, I want to invite them onto my boat.
All right, I need clarification.
That's what I'm saying.
I need clarification because you I just needed clarification because what it seemed like is we the cliff. We right,
and that's where
and you like.
You're saying that
this is the cliff. No, I got her.
necessary in your life, but they're not necessarily.
Yeah, I just needed clarification.
Right.
Because she ain't on a paddle boat, that's just an associate.
But
so you just acknowledge
But see,
that.
that's okay.
They're not a friend. They're not my friend.
But they're in the circle.
But they're in my circle.
That's what
and
she
they're
said.
But then there's their question of
Because there are some people that need.
No, I mean, I just think that
There are some people that need to.
you
stay
know
in
how
the
to
circle.
deal with you have to identify what each person brings into your life.
Yeah.
And so when it comes to loyalty, there are certain people
And
that
that's what I
I
was
don't
gonna
expect
say.
anything from them.
And that's what,
it depends on what
But
you
I'm
consider
still
loyalty.
loyal to them.
It depends on what you consider loyalty.
Exactly.
Because
You got your hair.
What do you think about friendship boundaries with territorial friends?
So, growing up, you had that best friend that was like, you can't be her best friend. You can't go over there. You hanging out with so-and-so. I think when we were young, that shit was okay. And you kind of was trying to figure out those boundaries. I think as we get older, you've come across a woman that's like that. I think it's an issue. Because I'm thinking as a mature woman, you got a family, I got a family. You got a life outside of me, I got a life. You got a job, I got a job. If you are still expecting me and demanding that I am only yours, that's like that single white female shit. That doesn't work. I remember having a friend who had a rule, R-U-L-E, rule, that calls need to be returned to her within 24 hours. I'm grown, she's grown, she got kids, I got kids. Who the hell does that? Like, I can't commit to you in a 24-hour turnaround. You're not a client, you're not my man. That doesn't work in my mind. So, I mean, it goes back to relationships and this understanding that I just didn't understand it. And it didn't work for me. We are not friends. Hey, baddies, if you thought that was hot, take a listen to some of the good shit bullshit we talk about on the show. You're in town for a short amount of time. He's everything you wanted, but he's taken. Good shit. Good shit.
Did you go to town to meet him?
Well, baddies, that was some good shit. And if you like what you've seen, and definitely what you heard, subscribe to Unleash the Baddie on YouTube so you can tune in every Thursday, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, where there'll be more baddies, more hot topics, and a whole lot of attitude on Talking Shit with LSH. Peace. Hey, baddies, come on out to Comedy Night being powered by Creative Cypher. That's Monday, February 19th at 7 p.m. at the Black Ensemble Theater, 4450 North Clark Street, where your girl LSH will host the red carpet along with Simeon, Mr. Chicago Henderson. We'll be able to unleash on some great laughs being hosted by T-Murph, sounds by DJ Shantae, with performances by Mark Hood, Lily Mason, M. Brown, and Calvin Evans. Tickets are $25. You can go to troypryorpresents.eventbrite.com. Grab your baddies, get your girls, get your guy, and we'll see you there. Peace.